to episode 54, Smart Money to Blockchain Freedom. Welcome back, everybody. So I always love to start at coinmarketcap.com website. Here you can see all the news on crypto, and you can also see the top coins, right? Which is great to see. So for brand new people, come down here and start having a look. I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin, right? And you can actually click on Bitcoin and you can actually look at the all-time chart. You click on all, yeah. And the current price of Bitcoin is $113,000 from today. Today's date is the 29th of October 2025. And you can see it's also got a max supply, 21 million BTC. That's it. That's all there is. And the nice thing about this chart is you can actually see the price of the coin from when Bitcoin started on the chart. You've got like $11, right, when it's starting reporting. And that was on the 23rd of August, 2011. And it's quite nice because you can actually see like hype and headlines, right? And a lot of time people get caught out when it's at the peak, when people buy when it's at the peak. And then people call it a scam, and then it drops, and then people start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, and then we get another peak, and then a lot of people get caught out and they buy in headlines, and then it drops. So this is why I always talk about dollar cost averaging in my videos. And I'll leave a description down below. You can watch my videos. This is the 54 video out of 122. And do your research, right? Come and have a look at this chart, because imagine if you started dollar cost averaging in 2022, which is what, like 3 years ago, right? The price of Bitcoin then was only $16,000. And if you dollar cost average and just bought, say, $100 a month for the last 5 years, you'd be super, super happy. So the whole thing about dollar cost averaging is you're buying a little bit over 3 to 5 year period. Okay, there's no quick get rich schemes here. Okay, you need discipline, and you can do that through a Revolut account. You can do a set amount per month and just set and forget for 3 to 5 years. And that's very, very powerful when you dollar cost average, because it takes the emotion out. You're not looking at charts. You're just just buying on automatic. Okay, so I wanted to share that, and have a look at the other coins as well, right? You can have a look at the top 10 and go look at Ethereum, because Ethereum now is sitting at $4,000. And I mean, if you just look at the chart here, the all-time chart, I mean, when was this? This was like the March last year. And here we're looking at what? $1,500 per Ethereum, right? So imagine if you dollar cost average into this, like how many years ago? So if you go back just 2, 3 years ago and dollar cost average into Ethereum for the next 3 years, it's powerful, right? Because it doesn't care about headlines. It doesn't care about anything. It's just buying on automatic. Okay, no emotion, 3 to 5 year period. And it's the same about all cryptocurrencies, really. I mean, I've got a project here I'm promoting called APTM. And this token is at the moment 55 cents. And I believe this project has huge potential in the next 3 to 5 years. Again, put it in your high risk portfolio. Don't put money in that you cannot afford to lose. But I reckon if you look at all the dynamics of APTM, it's got a similar halving model to Bitcoin. So the tokens that get released to miners, okay, for APTM halves every 4 years as well. So it's supply and demand, right? At the moment, you can also come down here and you can see max supply is only 2.1 billion. That's it. That's the max supply, right? And you can scroll down. You can come and have a look here. I mean, we only launched in February the 19th on the APTM DEX. So DEX stands for decentralized exchange. I'm going to actually show you something really, really cool where you can actually put capital to work in a liquidity pool that is by the community. You are directly in control of your funds. You can put it in, take it out anytime you want. No restrictions, no third parties. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to show you a bit about the DEX. And I mean, we've already surpassed 50,000 active on-chain members, right? So what happens when this doubles, supply and demand, more and more people are going to dollar cost average into a Pertum. So it's a win-win-win. So what I also want to show you is this is a dApp that runs on the Pertum blockchain called DAO1. And we got a promotion running at the moment. It ends on the 31st of October 2025. So just be aware. But we will have more promotions. But what I want to touch on is the dollar cost averaging again. Imagine you could have a smart trading bot that all it does is accumulate a Pertum for you. It buys low, sells high, and just accumulates. And amazing if you can have a mining bot, okay, that can do the same. That can just mine the token on automatic. And what is this actually doing? This is dollar cost averaging on automatic for you, right? And if you can dollar cost average onto this for 3 to 5 years using the products in the DAO1, what a win-win. So yes, so I also want to show you how cool it is with how you can also dollar cost average. You can go to our DEX. It's super easy. You can go to click on DEX, and what I can do is I can swap some of my USDT for a Pertum coins. So if I wanted to say I wanted to do say $10, so I'm gonna swap that, and I'm gonna select a Pertum. And, so basically I'm taking a Pertum out of supply, and I'm dollar cost averaging because I believe this price, 55 cents, is going to go up in the next 3 to 5 years significantly, right? So let's do it. This is quite fun. So I'm going to swap it. And let me just do that. So I'm going to get 17 Pertum tokens at the current price, which is cool. Dollar cost averaging, confirm swap. I just got to do my little security keystone device here. Give me one sec. And I'm going to approve this, confirm. And then I just got to scan that QR code. It's called a keystone. It's on my MetaMask wallet. Just to protect my wallet against any bad players. So how cool is that? So now I've actually taken some Pertum off supply. I've actually swapped USDT for Pertum. Now what I'm going to do, which is super powerful, is the liquidity pool. So I'm going to click on tokens because I want to show you something very powerful. So imagine I'm getting a Pertum through my miners. I'll actually show you. I've got some miners active here in my inventory. So imagine if I'm just mining on automatic, getting the Pertum token. I've already claimed, because every 20,000 blocks you get a harvest, right? So I've already harvested 387 Pertum on automatic through this mining bot. So I use some of these coins to add into the liquidity pool. So it's not like I have to add extra capital, right? Yes, I have to get some USDT, but I'm using the Pertum because it's a pair, right? So I'll give you an example. So let's have a quick look here to see what today's interest rate is. Now, 23% per annum is pretty cool, right? At the moment, it depends on transaction fees, because if you actually click on liquidity, well, let's just say I've seen it as high as 100, but on average between 20 and 30% per annum, which is absolutely wonderful. So all I'm going to do is add liquidity. And check this out. When you add liquidity, you receive pool tokens representing your position. These tokens automatically earn fees proportional to your share of the pool. So I think there's another cool, yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. Liquidity providers earn 0.0%, 0.3% fee on all trades proportional to the share. How cool is that, right? So I'm going to add liquidity, right? I'm going to click add liquidity. And I am going to add some Pertum, which I've mined, right? I'm mining Pertum. So let's do, say, 40. I've got 43 available, so I can do 40. I'm going to do 40 Pertum, and let's see if I got enough USDT, right? Have I? Let's see. Yeah. So 40 Pertum is going to do, I've got 25, so I can do this. So I'm gonna add this to the liquidity pool, right? Get that interest rate, and you can do this every day, right? Just add to the liquidity pool. Buy, swap some APTM, and then just add. I'm going to supply. I am going to take a screenshot of this because we have a group where we share. We call it a cappuccino a day effect. I know I'm buying many, many more cappuccinos here, but this is just example what I'm doing. Okay, because you could do just like four APTM and $4 per day and just dollar cost average. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to supply it. I'm going to confirm supply, and then I'm going to confirm. And I'm going to, this is all DeFi called decentralized finance, where you are in control of everything. There's no third parties. You are in control of all your finances. You become the bank. And I'm going to add that to the liquidity pool. How cool is that? So I'm super happy. So what does this all mean? Just wait for it. There should be a pop-up in. There we go. I've just added to the liquidity pool. So what does this really mean? This means that I am actually going to tap into the interest rate now of, obviously it does fluctuate, right? So click on this. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let's just go back again. Go swap and then tokens. I'm too clicky happy here, right? So it's the pair is APTM and USDT, and I just want to show you, yeah, so 23% per annum. It does fluctuate. I have seen it as low as 6, but it does vary, I see, between 20 and 30. So now I've added to the liquidity pool. I'm getting my tokens mined for me, so I don't have to add extra capital. It's only the USDT I have to add. And I am dollar cost averaging with this with products where it's trading for me on automatic with AI and I'm mining. So it's three things, right? The smart trading bot, the mining bot, and the liquidity pool. It's powerful, powerful, powerful. So have a look at the links below. Go get yourself a DAO One account, grab yourself some trading bots, mining bots, and add to the liquidity pool. I hope you find that interesting. We'll see you back tomorrow for episode 55. And bye-bye.